And we should be starting fairly quickly here.
It looks like we're off.
Yep. So this is randomized Novus.
So Novus is very unlike Zebeth in that it is a completely new planet just made for this game. It has a few new bosses. Um, it has a lot more missile packs, and it has a much less repeated rooms. So, in order to beat the game, our runners are going to need to find bombs or wave beam. They might also want high jump just to help to get to the crate area, and ice beam is definitely required for this run. They need to defeat two major bosses in Kraid's Lair and Ridley's Lair, and that will open up the way to Turian. And Jack is gonna find Morph Ball.
Very quick morph.
Morph Ball is the first thing you need to do in every Novus run. It is required in order to get to Brinstar or Norfair. Our runners are probably going to spend about 5 to 10 minutes in this criteria area just to do some minor item, just to find some minor items. Frozen Lake finding his Morph Ball. MST wandering into the only room that requires infinite bomb jumping.
Doesn't look like there's going to be that much in criteria. MST unfortunately getting stuck without Morph Ball. That path is completely blocked off.
Frozen checking that item right down at this part of criteria, just a missile pack. Haven't found any other items besides Morph Ball and criteria. Jack is gonna make his way. Gonna be the first one to get to Brinstar.
MST finally finding his own Morph Ball.
We'll see if he elects to go to Brinstar or Norfair first, because he is on the right side of criteria, which leads directly to Norfair. Frozen finding an A tank.
And it looks like Frozen Lake will be joining Jack in Brinstar.
MST doing a very nice bounce ball to get that other criteria item. Jack also finding his first E tank. Unlike Zebeth, E-tanks are required to beat the game. You do need a few of them for the final Mother Brain boss fight. Did you see what that item is on Jack's side?
I did not catch it.
It was a screw attack. And Frozen is going to find bombs and get his own screw attack. Jack should be finding his bombs over here too. And MSD has elected to go to Norfair first. If MSD doesn't find a Wave Beam along the way, he's going to be put at a serious disadvantage. Jack doing a nice double bomb jump and morph jump to get into Kraid's lair. we'll be seeing some very nice bomb jumps from Jack as he manages to get through Kraid's lair. Frozen is going to be taking the reactor room in order to get to Norfair from Brinstar. He does have bombs, so if he wants to go fight Ridley right now, bombs or wave beam is required to get into Ridley's lair.
MST looking really healthy right now. But unfortunately not finding too much in Norfair.
And MST is going to go through the lava dive room. And yeah, Frozen is already making his way through Ridley's lair. Sorry. Jack having a little bit of issues with his bomb jumps.
Frozen Lake stumbling onto high jump.
High jump is going to give Frozen a much faster time through Kraid's lair, but it is not required to beat the game. Jack just barely missing that platform. Meanwhile, Frozen is going to make his way into the lower part of Ridley's lair. And Jack is going to make his way to the lower part of Kraid's lair. MSD is going to be making his way over to Brinstar, and he'll find his bombs quickly along the way. And Frozen's having a little bit of trouble getting through Ridley's first room. And Jack is going to be fighting Super Kraid first. Super Kraid has 35 missiles worth of HP, and you need a missile to open up his mouth to actually damage him.
Frozen going into Ridley with one E-tank and not a lot of missiles. And that's a death.
So what this Super Ridley fight is going to be extremely difficult for Frozen. Super Ridley has 75 missiles worth of health, and if you shoot missiles into him too fast, and he's going to grab you and deal a lot of damage. And without Wave Beam, Frozen doesn't really have a safe way of hurting Ridley.
Jack has taken down Super Kraid and been rewarded with a missile.
Frozen doing some nice double bomb jumps to get through Kraid early, to get through Kraid faster. And Jack elects not to search the rest of Kraid's lair to see what other items it might hold. Jack making his way over to Norfair. And he has 80 missiles, which is definitely enough to kill Super Ridley. Frozen is making his way over to the smaller Ridley. He'll have a much easier time defeating this one. And Frozen is going to be rewarded with the Wave Beam. This Wave Beam is hopefully going to give Frozen a fighting chance against Super Ridley because of that extended width of the beam. And Jack finds the Ice Beam in this secret wall. Meanwhile, Frozen finds the Varia suit.
A lot of hidden goodies here in Norfair and Ridley.
It's a shame that MST missed that Ice Beam.
I am a little bit concerned for MST because he's not as familiar with Novus as the other runners. He may not know that item is there.
Well, hopefully he'll realize that there's a missing square on his Norfair map. MST is not going to be finding any other good items in Brinstar. He does get Screw Attack, but it won't really help him right now. Meanwhile, Frozen does a nice double bomb jump to get into this Wave Beam area. Jack definitely looking to get some more missiles before fighting Super Ridley. Frozen has not collected any more missiles since Super Ridley. And MST is finally going to be making his way to fight. He's going to fight Kraid.
No, Frozen died to Super Ridley.
Yeah, he's gonna need a lot more missiles if he wants to do the fight fast. MST doing some nice double bomb jumps to get through Kraid's lair. Jack killing that bat at the top of Criteria just to get a missile tank.
MST getting lucky with that pipe enemy, boosting him right onto the platform.
And Frozen is now in the lead with energy tanks. He really just needs some more missiles. MST is going to take this shortcut right here into the other side of Kraid's lair. And MST is going to fall all the way down this room. He doesn't have Ice Beam or High Jump to get up fast. Frozen is going to take a second chance at Ridley's lair. And Frozen is going to be getting through that Ridley room much faster than before. Jack is in the escort mission room. He's going to have to carry this Ripper right here to the other side in order to freeze it and go up the ceiling. And Collision is a little bit finicky, but he manages to get up there. MST is on to his Super Crate fight. And Frozen takes another chance at Ridley. MST is gonna stand on these belly spikes inside of Kraid. Their hitbox is theirs even when he's still in his belly, and he's gonna kill Kraid extremely quickly.
Frozen unfortunately running out of missiles on the Ridley fight.
There is a little area you can stand on to fire with Wave Beam and also not get hit by Ridley. Oh, he did make it onto there. But he should be completely fine finishing Ridley off. There we go. Jack is going to find out what's in the infinite bomb jump room of upper criteria. And MST is going to go fight the small crate.
And for those of you watching this on Twitch, be sure to follow our runners. And if you haven't already, join the Discord.
MST is definitely confused as to where he went. He's gonna try bomb jumping up this same. Oh. He's gonna try bomb jumping up this same way, but it is several screens high.
And MST is going to make his way to fight the small crate. Small crate is going to be the most generous boss so far, giving us a whole E-tank. Jack picking up his own high jump boots on the way to Ridley. Frozen is going to try to do this extremely difficult double bomb jump, but he has to break a block in the ceiling. And this block does respawn every time you fall. Jack is gonna fight the small Ridley. He'll be very happy with what item he gets behind him. And hopefully MST finds the Ice Beam. He's gotta go back down to get it. And Jack is on his way to fight Super Ridley. Over 180 missiles, he'll be perfectly fine with that. And 70 tanks. And Jack is going to be the first person to get to Turian at about 50 minutes. So Turian is the only instance where Ice Beam is required because the doors on the other side of the room will not open unless all the Metroids are killed. And you cannot kill them in any other way besides Ice Beam and missiles. Frozen's gonna be on to his Super Crate fight. And MSD finds his Varia suit. And MSC finds his Wave Beam. Jack is going to be coming up on the final fight of the game, Mother Brain, which actually has a second phase. Only 33 missiles are required to get through the first phase of Mother Brain, but afterwards she is damageable by any projectile. So Super Mother Brain has 20 missiles worth of HP on every single phase. So missiles are gonna be a lot faster to get through. Not sure why Jack is using his beam instead of missiles. There we go. And Mother Brain is the reason why you need one additional E-Tank just to beat the game, because that Rainbow Beam that she does will do approximately just under 50 damage every time. And MST is going to take this shortcut through Lower Ridley. And Jack has defeated Mother Brain. All he has to do is escape. Meanwhile, Frozen is collecting a few more items, and MST is finishing off Super Ridley. And MST is finally going to find his Ice Beam. And Jack finishes with an official time of 57:35. Okay, and we'll go ahead and get Jack in here for an interview.
Hi everyone,
How you doing?
doing well.
Congratulations.
I did I beat MST?
You did.
What?
Finished in first place.
What? How? What did MST do?
So, at the beginning of the race, I think MST was the last to find Morph Ball, and you were the first to find it. I think you found it in 57 seconds. So, that was
But then
really
I
good.
went all over the map looking for stuff and just kept finding missile tanks.
And MST went to Norfair first, which did not have, which he didn't get anything from there.
What'd
And
you
you would have
say?
frozen both. Oh, MST went to Norfair first.
Oh, yeah, that could be an issue.
So you and Frozen both went to Brinstar first. And then between you two, Frozen went over to Norfair while you went to Kraid.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That makes sense. Um. Also, are you? Is my stream streaming into your thing?
Is it a SoundCloud QR code?
Yes,
Because
it
yes, it
is.
is.
I figured out a way to do it unobtrusively. We don't have to talk about it. Anyway, I think the secret to my run was that I did Ridley, that I beat him, because usually I don't. Usually I need like 9 energy tanks and Varia suit to beat Ridley. But this time I did it in like 2 energy tanks and Varia suit. So that was good. I was very lucky. And apparently I'm better than I used to be. So that makes me happy. I guess the key is missile spam.
That is the key to a lot of the bosses in Novus.
I mean, Ridley, throughout the entire series, has always just been this really no holds barred fight. And like, Novus Ridley, hard, there's a lot of strategy, and then there's also that satisfying feeling of like pumping missiles into Ridley. So, like, there's spam, but like, it's fun and it's good. And also, it's it's the sort of thing where like I've never beaten Ridley on hard before, you know? And I beat MST. So that's kind of weird. That makes me feel very good. I sort of viewed him as like a final boss. Um,
Well,
anyway,
MSC is just a little bit unfamiliar with Novus at the moment. So
no, I beat him because I'm great. I'm sorry.
well, that's also
I
good.
like to boast. I'm not sincere about any of these mean things that I say.
On the subject of Ridley, Wave Beam was also in Ridley's lair, which
Wave
means
Beam and Varia Suit were
and
right
Various
there on my
yes.
tiny Ridley. And I
So
went up there and I remember thinking, should I even touch the little Ridley guy? I got Varia, that's what I was looking for. And I was like, well, tiny NES Ridley is very easy to take care of. Might as well. Odds are it'll be an E-Tank. Because I think there were like 3 E-Tanks left, and there were not a lot of items left in the game that I had neither seen or gotten. So I figured, like, it'll be good. And then I did it. It was Wave Beam. The only item I didn't have at the end of the game was Long Beam.
and Frozen actually like found Long Beam like just a minute ago.
Yeah, well, I did the Zebeth race against Frozen. I have a lot of respect for Frozen for coming out here and doing what they do. And I've it 40 minutes takes effort. It takes effort and time and work. So yeah, good for Frozen. And MST, like we all know who MST is. But I have the utmost respect for my fellow racers.
And Frozen is I don't think he's participated in any other races,
Yeah,
right?
very good
And he's
first
done a
race.
pretty good job.
Yeah. I think my first Zebeth run in this game was like 2 hours or something. I don't think I got 7 hour on Zebeth during my first, maybe during my first race, but like, yeah, Frozen's doing a good job. Frozen joined the server recently. Anyway, yeah.
Well, Frozen is making his way over to Turian, and MST is already at Mother Brain.
I honestly, like the whole time, there were a couple moments where I just paused and checked to see if those two were like still in the race. Cause like you never know. Like when I first got to Ridley, I was sure one of them would be in Torian because I had screwed up like so many things.
But you had, I think you had the best out of everyone else. You did have the best routing.
Thank you. It's in a randomizer run. Telling me that I had the best routing is not a compliment. Not to. I don't mean that as an attack on you, but like in a randomizer run, the best routing. It's like going up to the craps table and rolling a bunch of whatever's good at that game, and then being like, "Oh, I played a really great game." There's no skill involved in routing on random. It's completely random. It's a roll of the dice. I'm sorry.
And
I'm sick.
Frozen is
I'm in a completely altered state of mind. I have a fever. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm coming across like a jerk.
well. We all know you're okay.
Thank
And you're
you.
a kind person when you're not in an altered state. So Frozen is also left Turian to hunt more items.
Frozen is still missing Ice Beam.
Oh, that's right.
Where was
Walked
Ice
into
Beam?
Torian and got soft lock.
Ice Beam was in Norfair. So yeah, that's the only thing he's looking for.
And yes, in case anyone was worried, I am still here.
You haven't talked for like 30 minutes.
I know. I'm crashing horribly. It's terrible.
Oh God. Earlier today, I had to take some Dayquil because I'm really sick. I've got terrible congestion. And my girlfriend told me, take it and throw it back like a shot. And I don't drink. So I tried to do this, and I've never taken a shot of anything in my entire life. And so I do it, and like a couple minutes later, immediately it comes straight back out. The entire kitchen floor is covered in Dayquil. The entire countertop is covered in Dayquil. The amount that I took and the amount that was around the room, it looked like violated conservation of matter. I know it didn't, but it was a bad time. But I cleaned it all up, so it's fine now. I don't know why I just told you that story. I definitely shouldn't have. You should ban me from this.
Wait, MetConst is marked for mature audiences?
It is.
Can I say
Apparently.
poop? Yeah, I need to leave the interview. I'm sorry, please kick me out.
Well, it was nice having you. Congratulations
Thank you
again.
so much.
Hope to see you in the next race.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back. Thank you so much.
Bye. And Frozen, unfortunately, missing where the ice beam was. And he's gonna be going back down the Ridley, which is really unfortunate.
This may end up being a DNF.
Or maybe he
Or-
accidentally went down the Ridley. We might have a chance. Oh no, he's going to Brinstar, which is even worse. Also, while I'm hearing this amazing Green Brinstar remix on the stream, Planets does have NES-ified music for all of the Novus areas. Just taking some tracks from Super Metroid, like the Green Brinstar track, Lower North Fair track, the Red Brinstar track for Kraid's Lair, and that is done by Loader. MST seems to be taking some kind of alternate escape. I was hoping he would go through it.
MST had plenty of time.
MST wanted to get those under the ship missiles before he left. And MST is going to finish with an official time of 1:14:51. Congratulations to him. Let's see if we can get him in for an interview.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm sure that was painful to watch, but I did much better than I thought I would.
I think the only truly bad thing was you missed
4
Ice
hours
Beam a
of
couple
infinite bomb
times.
jumps. Yeah, no, I know the game, and I know the general map for the most part, but I don't know a lot of the little fast shortcuts. And all the item locations I don't actually know either. I know most of them, but I don't know them all, and I don't know the requirements for all of them. So that was fun, trying to find things. And then
there's a lot of items that you can get, especially in Criteria, just through damage boosting.
yeah,
A lot in Norfair that you can get. You could have gotten the Ice Beam one in particular through damage boosting, because there's a
So
Like a
Bacon
bubble?
told me while I was IBJing up there that there's another way to get to that, and I don't believe him. I believe that's an IBJ item.
No, there is a different colored bubble that you should have noticed.
There was no bubble that was different, obviously.
There was a different bubble.
For
Frozen still
someone who
needs to
loves
get Ice
bubbles.
Beam, so maybe he'll show it. Frozen, please don't IBJ up there like MST did.
No, I did a lot better than I thought I would. I still think people should be playing planets a lot more. There should be a lot more runners in this than what there are. Like, this is a really, really good game. Even if it didn't have Metroid attached to it.
Yeah, I would personally like to see a lot more runners play. Frozen Lake is new. He joined the Discord server recently, so it's nice that he wanted to participate.
Yep. Yeah,
And there's
there's
actually
no skill limit barrier to participating in the thing.
there's the different colored bubble. You saw it
Yeah.
here. And Frozen is finally going to be able
In
to
the
get
shaft.
through
That's
Toria.
Wait, MST.
that's an
Why didn't
IBJ
you play
item. This
in
is lies.
mode?
There's only one IBJ item, and you did not get it.
I made a lot of IBJ items.
There is one item in Upper Criteria that specifically requires infinite bomb jumping.
Yeah, no. I would definitely encourage anyone remotely interested, even if you don't like the original game. I have had multiple people play this game and they like it when they don't like the original. So it's definitely something I would recommend people, at least give a shot. See how they feel about it. I have a feeling that they'll actually like it. Like, my personal opinion is this is the best fan game out there. And the fact it's still being worked on and stuff with Enigma, which I believe we are seeing tomorrow. Like, that stuff is really cool with the stuff still in process. So.
And even if you don't really like racing the game, you can always make rooms for it. Because that's kind of the selling point of Enigma, is that you can make your own Metroid rooms.
Yep.
And they can pop up into a world that other people can play.
Yep. So if you strictly just make rooms, you could still see them show up in the monthly races of Enigma, as they'll be randomizing that. As long as the rooms are like a certain base quality, we don't want just nonsense thrown in there. But
That's
who
why
knows?
I
Maybe
don't make
they'll
room.
do a nonsense month race. We'll see some of the other rooms enter. But
I definitely have a few hundred rooms that I have not posted publicly on the server yet. And I keep getting nagged about for it.
yeah, you
I'm
can start
working on a
seeing
room
those
pack,
show
I
up
swear.
still. You can start seeing them show up in the monthly races as well. I know you'll see it tomorrow, but all the rooms will show who made them, the name of the room, as the players come across them, which is another really cool feature. I like that. So
I
if
know
you
there's
ever
going to
had
be
any
some
questions,
rooms
it's good.
from Jack. Lucina is going to have some rooms. Lucina was in the Zebeth race. Vacant has some rooms of his own. Catalyst, who is another very good room creator, I think he's going to be participating in the Enigma race too. And he also has a lot of good rooms to share.
Yeah,
And some of these rooms look extremely beautiful.
Yeah, you'll see tomorrow a lot of the just what this game is capable of that people make the rooms for. There are custom things that are only in Enigma that you will see that you won't see in Novus or Zeta. So that's something to keep in mind. The new stuff is all in Enigma. It's really fun and interesting. But anyway, I think I'll hop out now and let you guys finish up.
Okay, well, it was nice having you on the race. So hopefully we'll see some more race some more races with you in them in the future.
Certainly hope so.
And Frozen Lake has just reached his mother brain fight.
MST raid. Right at the end. Autumn, you were never alone in the chat. Jack won this race.
And there's Mother Brain down for Frozen Lake. And Frozen has finished.